Hi Aries, thank you for joining me. We're doing love readings today. So it's a general reading and it won't resonate for everyone, so please take the bits that fit and leave the rest, and cross-watchers bear in mind that roles can be reversed. So I'm going to draw some cards for my single Aries and then we'll take a look at those who are coupled. But we're going to start with a couple of romance oracles. Okay. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. Oh. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I think that'll be coupled, that single. So let's take a look. What's going on for Aries? Single Aries. 8 of Swords. You might still be caught up on somebody. The Emperor. Oh, 10 of Swords, yeah. Some of you might be just, feeling stuck when it comes to love after a painful ending. 10 of Swords. This can represent feeling like we've been stabbed in the back, but like I say, ultimately it's a painful ending. With the Divine Masculine showing up here, I feel as though you might feel like you lost your counterpart. Any of us can be in these energies, so don't get caught up with gender. I'm going to go in and clarify as well. Let's look at the 8 of Swords. So this is a feeling of just, being stuck, not knowing which way to go. I've got the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. There might have been a massive argument. 4 of Cups can be a card of apathy. It can be the card of an apology coming in, but it feels as though, whoever's on the receiving end of this apology is not really interested. It's almost like I feel like someone's gone too far. The 5 of Swords, I often describe that as, the person who's won the battle but lost the war. I feel like you might be dealing with someone who's quite manipulative, quite selfish, but your 5s are overall conflict cards. It feels quite, Let's look at the Emperor. 2 of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles. I'm just going to move through, give me a moment. Oh. Yeah. I'm wondering from cards I'm seeing here, if you're feeling stuck, but feeling like your person, the person you've separated from, is moving on with their life. Feel like you are at a standstill. You don't know which way to go. You don't know how to make yourself feel better, how to resolve this situation. Even if they've done something wrong, it feels quite conflicting. Which makes me, question how you feel about yourself in sense of your self-worth, because I feel like this uncomfortable, heavy, sad energy sits with you and not the other person, but I don't feel that you're to blame. I could be wrong. Roles could be reversed. So for the 10 of Swords, I get the 5 of Cups and the Death card. The 5 of Cups is a feeling of sorrow, regret, loss. Death card can represent a transformation or a new beginning, but I absolutely feel that this is an ending, particularly with the 10 of Swords here. That poor bloke's not coming back from this. I feel as though there's no way to, resurrect this relationship, to bring that spark back. It feels like it's time to move on. The Death card, naturally, obviously, in its literal terms, it's inevitable. It represents an inevitable ending. Something's got to change. Okay. So I suppose in summary, I would just say, regardless of how you're feeling about this person or how the endings come about, I do think it's a case of working through those emotions and moving forward with your life. I'm not seeing any reason to think that this can be saved, unfortunately. But we started with stay optimistic about your love life. This, although it often feels like the be all and end all, it's not. It's not. Okay. So let's take a look at our coupled Aries now. See what's going on in love for those who are currently connecting with somebody. We have the Fool. This could be a new love for some. Three of Swords. And the High Priestess. Okay, regardless of what's going on in your love life at the moment, overall it feels quite nice. I'm going to check out this Three of Swords. But you know, your intuition is absolutely on point speaking to you at the minute. I've got the High Priestess here, so which tells me you know which direction you should be heading in. I've also just wondered if some of you have got options when it comes to love, but like I say, we'll go in and clarify. The Fool, a brand new journey. This is a fresh start, wiping the slate clean, taking that leap of faith and moving forward. And this is a really optimistic view that we're moving with, because what I love about the Fool energy, he's just starting his journey through the major arcana. And it's so carefree and you know, light energy. Often I think because he's not really experienced all the things that life can throw at us, and you know, consequences for our actions and things like that. He sees something, he likes it, he goes for it. He will learn on his journey. But it's just that taking that leap of faith, it's my favourite card. I absolutely love it. Three of Swords, somebody's words or actions may have hurt you. It doesn't mean that, you know, this is lasting damage, but it's painful. Let's go in and have a look. Tell me about the Fool. Nope. King of Cups. Love is in the air. Oh, Six of Cups. This could represent a reconciliation or a soul connection. So we're talking love. This would suggest your soulmate is here. I just feel there's a really solid, dependable connection here that's really committed and definitely long-term, a long-term commitment. So even if you are in those early stages, I just think don't question it. It probably feels right. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Seven of Cups. King of Pentacles. Oh, what have I got there? I don't think that was intended to come out. I'm just going to move through. Oh. One more for that. Oh. I knew I weren't done. Okay. I don't normally get this from these series of cards, but what I'm sensing is that as part of this relationship, there might be outside influences that are almost, I want to say that they don't approve, or they're quite judgmental. There might be one person in particular, possibly a father figure, with the King of Pentacles being out here. It feels like I'm being judged. And it feels like, you know, one of those conversations that could take place when your child brings home a lover that you don't approve of, and maybe they're very young and you're like, and they're rushing into things. Why are you rushing into things? You've got a whole life ahead of you, you know, we don't need to be settling down, you're too young for all that, blah, blah, blah. It feels like that kind of thing. So I'm not saying that they necessarily dislike you, but there's definitely judgment there. And so maybe that's what's caused this, you know, to hurt your feelings. Because it does feel quite harsh. So whether you learnt this from your person or by accident, but it does feel like that stab in the heart, you know, and that you think I'm not, why am I not good enough? And that's not the question. That is not what it's about. Maybe this is somebody who's stuck in the ways, or, you know, had a particular plan for their son or daughter, and they don't feel like you were it. Yeah, I think that issue lies with them, not you. For the High Priestess, we get the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Now, I do feel some, I don't know if it's hesitation. Because there's a really lovely balance here of really nice flowing energies, of that equal give and take in this relationship. But there is a little bit of worry tied up to this. Let me see what the Nine of Swords is here for. Because this would suggest, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity. This to me is like the minor arcana for the Justice. It's just about that really nice balance. It's working together. It's helping people out. You know, so maybe you're a person who gives a lot to others, but what's the worry in the middle here? Oh. Do you know what? It feels like a fear of being left by yourself, maybe a fear of abandonment. But I don't think that's something that you need to worry about. I honestly think this relationship is solid. I think there might be a bit of a discrepancy at the minute between kind of what you feel and what you're trusting in terms of your intuition, and what your mind's telling you. I kind of feel as though I want to say step back and look at the facts. You know, when we get quite anxious and we can become a little bit irrational, or we think we're seeing red flags, when where's the evidence to that? I feel that a lot of this worry is coming from within you. And although the High Priestess is here, I don't know if you're just not listening to the right thing. I know that feels a bit confusing, because it does to me. It's almost like I know this is right, but, and then we're picking something that's come from our mind. It feels right, but I think it just is right. So don't worry too much about it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope you can take something from it, and thank you for joining me.